6.5. Okay, I want to look at number 6. I want to look at this one here. Okay, like I said before, in section 4, it is very important that we understand when they list out the letters for your triangle or your rectangle, whatever the figure is, that they're listed in a specific order. Okay, the specific order here tells us that A and L are corresponding angles. Okay, it also tells us that B and M are corresponding angles. Okay, so you basically have this right here is the same as this right there. Okay, you have this is the same as that, and obviously that leaves N and C that are the same. Now, what they're doing today is they're taking what we've learned up to this point, okay, and we're going to find the missing sides. Okay, for example, in number 6, we're missing that X right there. Okay, and how we're going to do that is we're going to come up with a proportion. Okay, we're going to come up with a proportion, and the proportion is going to be very similar to finding the ratio of the side lengths. So let's look at what is the ratio of the side lengths for number 6. So what we did before, okay, so let's look at it. This side AC, okay, is the same as LN, correct? Okay, so we'll go smaller one to the other one. So we have 36 over X. Now, we said the other day that it didn't matter which ratio we choose. They're all going to end up equaling the same. Okay, so I can choose the next one, and we'll just choose the other one we've got, which is NM is the same as BC. Okay, so that puts 24 over 16. Now, what you have to be sure of, we'll call that triangle A and B. This is the big triangle, and this is the small triangle. Okay, these measurements here have to be both small triangles. These measurements here have to be both big triangles. Okay, for it to be equal. Okay, now, if we solve it, we simply cross multiply X times 24. That's 24X. 16 times 36 is what? That sounds right. Yep, 576. Okay, now we just solve it. We divide by 24, divide by 24. 24 into 576 goes how many times? No? Right, but what is that? I'm looking for the total. Not what? 48? How did you go from twice to 48? Okay. Right, you're right. 24 goes into 576 two times. And you're saying, okay, you're saying that 48. I thought you said the answer was 48. So that leaves us with what? 9 and 6. And 24 goes to 96 4 times. So the answer is 24 inches. That's what the missing side is 24 inches. Okay, so what they're saying, once again, is they're saying this side right here is 24 inches. Now, if you look at the two triangles, you see that the smaller side here is 16, smaller side here is 24, okay, 24 and 36. So logically they fit because this is the longest side of this triangle. This is the longest side of that triangle. So they logically fit. Now, we could have done some math. We could have made some mistakes and it not work. But for our purposes, that's what we've got, and so that's how you figure it. Okay? Now, the way the book is going to show it is they're going to show you this. They're going to say, like, for example, this ratio right here. They're going to say that is, let me get my letters there. AC, line segment AC over LN. That's what they're going to say, but all they're saying is this line right here and this line right here, instead of putting, 36 over X. Okay, that's what that's equal to. But when you see the examples in the book, they start it with the line segment name first. Okay, but that's all they're doing. They're just finding the corresponding length on the one triangle, putting it over the same length on the other triangle. Then they're setting it equal to the other two ratios. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's look at, let's see here. Let's look at number 7. All right, number 7 says that L and Q, those two, are the same. So basically then, these two figures are set up the same way. This one's just the first one's just larger than the second one. But as far as the sides go, the sides are exactly the same. So this side here is that side there. This side is that side. Okay? So they're the same. So that means when I set up my problem, all I've got to do is this. 45 millimeters over 27 millimeters. So 45 millimeters over 27 millimeters is equal to 25 millimeters over X. Okay? Now, make sure. We'll say that's A and that's B. So this was figure A, this was figure B. Okay? Do both of these measurements, 45 and 25, belong to figure A? Yes. Okay? Do both of these measurements, 22 and X, or 27 and X, belong to figure B? Okay. So I've got my proportion set up properly. Okay? In other words, I can't put 45 over 25. You can't do that. Okay? Then you're dealing with you're not dealing with a ratio, you're just dealing with one figure. Okay? So it has to be set up like this. Now we just do the same thing we've been doing. Cross multiply. So that gives me 45 times X is equal to 27 times 25. Okay? So that gives me 45X is equal to what? What? 675? Okay. 675. Okay? Now, to solve it, simple. Divide by 45 to both sides. So you got 45 into 675. 45 goes into that once. Be 45, remainder 2. Bring down my 5. 45 into 225 goes 5 times. Be 225. So X is equal to 15 millimeters. And that's how we find the missing side. All right, now that we've done those two, I want you to go up and do number 5. On the page that we just got those from. Thank you, Joshua. When you think you have the answer, raise your hand. Because I'm giving 2 bonus points on the test tomorrow for those that get the correct answer. But you only get 1 shot at it.